Om Namaste children, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine at your home. Because of lockdown, you can't come to school and you are worried about your studies. So, don't worry. We the teachers of Amrita Vidyalayam are going to start your studies through the video. Today we are going to start the 11th chapter of Physics, Force and Pressure. In this session, we will cover the following topics. Force, a push or a pull. Forces are due to an interaction. Exploring force and effects of force.
Look at this toy scooter. Other than its color and brand, what do you observe? Is it moving? No, it is not moving. It is in the state of rest. Now, what happened? It moved. So, when an object moves from one place to another place, we say that the object is in motion. Thus, motion is nothing but movement. Did the scooter move on its own? No, I pushed it. The scooter did not move on its own. Thus, in order to move or make any stationary object move, we need to apply an external force. Here comes the word force.
Force is something which causes an object to move. Now, look at this picture. What do you observe? A hockey player is flicking a ball, or we can also say that a hockey player is pushing a ball away from his body. Observe the second picture. A boy is pulling a wooden log to move it. What are they doing in this picture? You will notice that they are pushing each other. So, from these examples, we can also define force as a push or a pull on an object. Let's understand what is push. What the girl is doing? She is pushing the door away from her. In this picture, the lady has to push the shortcut away from her to make it move. So, push refers to the force which tends to move the object away from oneself. Next, we will discuss pull. Now, when the boy is pulling, the door is moving towards him. For this also, he has applied force. Look at this crane. It is applying force to the object to pull it up. So, pull refers to the force which tends to move the object towards oneself. From the examples, there is an interaction between ball and hockey stick, between the log and the rope, between the shortcut and the lady, between the box and crane. So, we can infer that a force arises due to an interaction between two or more objects. It is generally denoted by capital letter F. Let us explore forces and learn how to calculate net force. Over here, force has both magnitude and direction. What is magnitude? Magnitude generally refers to the distance or quantity. In this picture, that is case 2, both the boys are pushing the heavy object in the same direction. The magnitude of force is F1, F2. And the direction of force is from left to right. The net force F is equal to F1 plus F2. That is, forces applied in the same direction add up to each other. In second case, both the boys are pushing the heavy object in the opposite direction. Magnitude of force is F1 and F2. Direction of force F1 is from left to right, and the direction of force F2 is from right to left. If forces are applied in the opposite direction, then the net force acting on the object is the difference between the force. And the object will tend to move in the direction of the greater force. If F1 is equal to F2, the net force F is equal to F1 minus F2 is equal to 0. Have you ever seen a game of tug of war? In this game, two teams are pulling the rope in opposite directions. Members of both the teams are trying to pull the rope with equal forces. So, the rope is not moving and F1 is equal to F2. Hence, the net force F is equal to F1 minus F2 is equal to 0. Listen to me carefully and answer to my questions. There is a tug of war match between two teams, Team F1 and Team F2. This is the layout of the ground. Team F1 is on the right side and Team F2 on the left. In the first set, Team F1 applies greater force, that is F1 greater than F2. How will you calculate the net force? The net force will be F is equal to F1 minus F2. Why I wrote F1 first? Because F1 is greater than F2. The rope will move towards which direction? It will move towards right, as F1 team exerts greater force. So, who will be the winner? Yes, Team F1 is the winner. Let us calculate the net force when F2 greater than F1. If F2 exerts greater force, then what will happen? The net force F is equal to F2 minus F1. Why I wrote F2 first? Because F2 is greater than F1. And why we are subtracting the magnitude of forces? Because the forces are applied in the opposite direction. So, the rope will move towards left and F2 will be the winner. Let us come to the effects of force. Children, observe this. What happens to the balloon when it fills with air? And why it changes its shape when it pressed? It is due to the force applied on it. Similarly, if you stretch an elastic, its shape will be changed. So, a force can change the shape of an object. In this picture, the ball changes direction and moves away from the batsman. Here, the ball changes the direction due to force applied by the racket. So, force can change the direction of an object. Over here, the goalkeeper applies a force to slow down the ball in the opposite direction. In this picture, the boy is increasing the speed of tire by applying force in the same direction of its motion. So, force can change the speed of an object. It can speed up or slow down the object. Here, the boy is pushing the cart to move it from rest by applying force. Similarly, the girl is pulling the cart to move it from rest. So, force can move an object from rest. Students, let us recollect what we studied. Push. It is the force applied to make an object move away from oneself. Pull is the force applied to bring an object closer to oneself. A push or a pull on an object is called a force. A force arises due to an interaction between two or more objects. Forces are applied in the same direction added to each other. If forces are applied in the opposite direction, then the net force acting on the object will move in the direction of greater force. If equal forces are applied in the opposite direction, the object will remain in the state of rest. Effects of force. A force can change the shape of an object. It can change the direction of an object. It can change the speed of an object. And also, it can make an object move from rest. Children, there are activities for you. Complete table number 11.1 from page number 133 in the physics notebook and complete table number 11.5 from page number 138 in the textbook. Thank you children. Have a nice day.